Never in my life would have imagined I'd be having so much fun at 82. I looked at my father at 82, he would go for a walk. I think that's something that's changed today. It's not just me that's active at 81, 82, it's other people too. I started being an older person doing sports that was a bit of an anomaly in Montreal. And at a certain point I said, you know what, I think I fit better in Whistler than I do in Montreal. There's a lot of good social life here in Whistler. It doesn't matter how old you are here or how much money you earn, it's more about what you do. And if you ski, you're with other skiers. If you're on a bike, you're with other bikers. I love biking here. I don't have any parking problems. I can just take the bike and lock it up anywhere I want. You know, it's so practical. I'm saving fuel and burning fat. Keeping myself fit, working on my lungs. We have these small lakes, and they're great for paddleboarding. You know how to swim? Marcel is my best friend here in Whistler. He's a super guy.
If you got it, got it. You know what I've got? A pacemaker. Can you see it? A defibrillator is something that treats if your heart stops. It's an electric shock to the heart. I'll try again. They call me the dancer here because I like to party. That's my lifestyle, really. Activities, you know. Michael, you're amazing. Perfect dance. Number 10. 10. 10 out of 10.
Marcel is dancing with a young girl and he's telling her she's fantastic. What about him?
Okay, so of course that's the dining room, and not to age is to drop dead earlier, right? There. You look in the mirror and you see this thing there earlier. Now my lips I have to touch up a lot of the times because they seem to disappear somewhere in infinity. I never thought I'd get this old because I was young and cute in my day. There. Now, you see, this is what I need. Wouldn't take much, would it? People sometimes don't realize how fast we age because you don't feel it. And all of a sudden, you're in this age bracket of old people, so to speak. And then you got these few bucks and you have some time and you say, man, what is it that I like to do? What is it I'm going to enjoy to do? Well, I love driving, period. It's just something I really enjoy. I get a little bit of attention from the authorities because I'm driving a car that young men drive, so it's very confusing to them. And I've been driving 55 years with no accidents, so that says something. But I have had a few speeding tickets, which is included in my budget. I love going fast. I'm very careful. And I would never drink or talk on the phone or any of those things that would be cause for a problem, and I only speed when it's safe. Would you get going, because there's nobody coming? Thank you. That's what I'm talking about, living without fear. I don't care about my age. Whatever happens, then I handle it. And fatigue is being the effect of life as you create it. My yoga classes take place at the Port Moody Community Center. I have 4 classes a week and been there for 16 and a half years and meaning to stay till I'm 80. It's different than any other yoga because I do talk all the time. You have to tell how to do the posture, don't hurt yourself, don't get uncomfortable, enjoy it. Do the breathing, put it here, put the leg there, then I interrupt this and talk a little. Then put the other leg here. So I constantly interrupt myself with jokes and with my statements about consciousness and being. Okay, so what should we talk about today? Now, stress comes from not appreciating what is, not appreciating life, your life that you created. We blame stress outside of ourselves, as if it's caused by some mysterious others. In a nutshell, you know what stress is? This present moment that you're having, you don't like it. You want to get rid of something you don't want, or you want something you don't have. Then you tell your friends, listen, I had such a stress, you cannot believe it, what the husband did, the kids did, at work. And yet, you keep creating it. Aren't I wonderful? Look at me, I'm amazing, I'm surviving all this. Resisting life as it shows up to you is your stress. This awareness has brought me so much joy, and it came from yoga. And if you have any smartness, you know that the mind will help keep you healthy. Open your eye. Become aware of the world. This little world here is absolutely amazing, isn't it? The other joy is that these people that have been coming to see me all these years, they get it and they keep coming back and they want me to talk and they want to have fun and crazy stuff. So these people are alert, enjoying life and socializing. All right, I know sometimes you wonder about the flexibility. My bones are now so old, they're kind of melting. When you're a couch potato or you're just not used to it, your body will resist it, it will fight it, it will hate you. Bring the hands to the floor and only the people who have goals, who have plans, who have joy, they want their body well to take them around. Keeping the body lubricated and moving to build the strength, you keep the muscles going and the digestion and sleeping well. That's just to keep you healthy so your communication with life can go on.
I feel better being fit. And I'm not sure why I say that, because I don't really know what it's like to not be fit. No day goes by that I don't do something. I'm either teaching a fitness class or I'm participating in a fitness class.
We have cinnamon buns today! And coffee!
FitFellas started in the early 1980s. Our average age is probably about 77, 78.
Alex will stop talking.
Our oldest guy is 96, and we have 185 guys in the program. It didn't matter whether you were a CEO or a doctor or lawyer. We've got a whole mix of people from different professions and different careers. And it's wonderful because you put on a pair of shorts and running shoes and a t-shirt, now you're just one of the guys. We work on flexibility and balance and strength, and coordination. One of the success points is that it runs every morning. So you get up, you come to the gym, do the class, and then you got the rest of the day to do what you want.
3.
The class itself is fun, and the social aspects of the program are very, very important because guys get to know one another, they share experiences, they support one another. When somebody comes along to me and says, just been diagnosed with prostate cancer, so I say to them, okay, would you like to talk to some other guys about that? I've got probably 30 names of guys that have been through prostate cancer, and they've all said they'd be quite happy to share their experiences. I get guys coming back to me saying, thank you so much for doing that. I didn't realize FitFellas was so much more than just a fitness class. It's a 1-hour fitness class, but it lasts for at least 2 hours because the guys show up half an hour ahead of time and we shoot basketballs or BS with one another, solve the world's problems, talk about last night's hockey game or basketball game or whatever it happened to be. Then we have the 1-hour class and then they stay for coffee afterwards. They stay for an hour.
Crossing his power. I thought I'd get some for my kids. They don't get many.
Now, the West Van Senior Center make the greatest cinnamon buns in the world. On your birthday, you buy cinnamon buns and everybody gets half a cinnamon bun. We always say they're heart smart, sugar-free, which we know they're not.
Thanks, everybody. I've been coming here now for about 5 years, and I have to say that you all look as young today as you did 5 years ago.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Maureen. Happy birthday to you.
In February, I was running with the Forever Young group. The front of my foot was hurting. The pain then went into my ankle. And then I was sent to Dr. Lloyd Smith out at UBC. He had a bone scan done and they definitely found a stress fracture in the ankle bone. I get really nervous in anticipation of what he's going to tell me. I'm hoping that this swelling here is not going to stop me from running. Because I've got great plans for once I can start running again.
So give me an update as to how you're feeling.
Just a little in that tendon there.
Yeah.
That's a little bit right there. Just at one point.
Yeah.
Under the bone.
Yeah. Jump up and down both feet. And hop up and down on your right foot and left foot. Your stress fracture is healed completely. The discomfort that you are having is coming from your tendon, and it is tough to get this particular tendon completely happy, but that takes some time. Your bone is happy now, it's comfortable, it's pain-free, but it's relatively weak for running. If you can walk for 10K, then you're ready to walk for 10K, run for 1K. So I'll give you a bit of a schedule. You walk for 9 minutes and you run for 1 minute.
Okay.
At the end of this program, your bone will be stronger, and to increase the likelihood of it not getting re-injured is to have the day off in between to allow your bone to strengthen up. It's a long process.
Yes, I know. But that's life, isn't it?
It is. Get good.
Okay.
All the
Thank
best.
you very
Yeah,
much,
bye-bye
Doctor.
now.
This is what I was hoping for today. So I'm very happy. There. I started running in my early 60s, In October that year, I was diagnosed with osteoporosis, high cholesterol, and breast cancer. I underwent a mastectomy, and in April, I started back to running, and I haven't stopped since. After I retired, the first thing that I thought of was being able to run whenever I wanted. I would run every day except Sunday, and then if you said to me, would you like to run today? I would run. So I would go from 10K up to 42K in my training practices, run at least 20K a week. This was a world record, 3:57:30, and that was 2009. There was another one in Ottawa as well. That was in 2008. I made a world record there. That was a 3:59. And I got this Master Athlete of the Year in 2010. This one was the same in 2011. This one in Bellingham was supposed to have been a world record, but once again, I didn't check and it wasn't certified or sanctioned. Even though I made it, I didn't make it. And that happened in some of the others as well. So that was my last world record. I've done at least 10 marathons, and right now it really hurts. But I'm hoping to do the same all over again. So I have to get back because I've got to start training.
And 4. 5. Good. 5 is enough. Just stand up. No, just 5 is enough. Stand up. Gwen has not run for almost a year, and she wants to be able to compete. Today is a test to see how much she can do. And so we tried slow, a little faster, and a little faster. So we are going to do only 400 meters today. Just make sure you're very relaxed during that run, okay? You okay with that? Yeah. Good. That's a big test for her ankle. Good job, Gwen. Excellent.
In 2 more months, I'll be 80 years old. I retired, I think, around 37, 38. That's when I met Rosemary and decided, well, I'll sell that and build a house. We're together for 25 years, or almost 30, before she passed away. Well, she passed away, and I've been alone most of my life anyway, and somehow nothing seems to bother me. And I got lots to do. And away we go. From about 6 o'clock in the morning, it's one thing after another. I might not be the first one to get there. The goalie, Bob, I think he sleeps there. But I'm the first one on the ice. I will be on the ice from half an hour to almost an hour, and we'll skate around, and then I'll butt in and say, okay, let's get going. Pucks, pucks. And we gather the pucks up and start the game off, even with one goalie or no goalie. I've been playing there for a long time now, and it's competitive, and that's the part I like. Quite often after the game, they'll say, "Well, Larry, how many guys did you knock down today?" I got hit a few times real hard. I just get up and keep on going. They get hit or fall down. Everybody gathers around them. Oh. And finally, they keep on playing. Well, what was the performance all about? The age factor is just kicking in, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can run, I can do almost anything that any normal man around 30, 40 can do. But I know then I have to relax for a couple of days and go at it again.
Go ahead, Larry.
Hi, how are you?
What are you doing? Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Do you want to come and take a
Always good to see you.
So let's see if we can do some needling of your facet joints in your neck and see if we can loosen off any of that kind of pinched nerve sensation. George has a multitude of musculoskeletal issues, but he seems to just push through with what he's got to keep going and keep moving and keep active. Oh, you're right there. His mental attitude that he believes his body can do anything at all is almost like he's giving himself his own natural placebo effect. That if he believes his body can do anything, then in fact it can. Remaining active has an overwhelming benefit on people's health, no matter what kind of small medical problems they might have, that they can overcome most of them as long as they retain mental flexibility, positive attitude, and remain as active as possible. So this is George's lumbar spine x-ray, and here he's pretty much got rid of most of his discs. I think if you can explain that these were the x-rays of an 82-year-old, most doctors would not guess that this guy was still working as a full-time ski instructor.
Minus 14 at the peak, minus 11 at Pig Alley, and minus 9 down here. It's a little chilly. We're going to have to move in order to stay warm.
We constantly get great feedback from both George and Marcel. And to see those guys proves to you that if you keep your mind and your body active, that you can go for a very long time.
You know, I've always thought once you hit over 60, you're not going to be doing as much, but those guys are still pushing it and still skiing pretty much every day. That's where I'd want to be at that age.
We go to start with an easy one. Please keep smiling, okay?
It's very good that the mountaineers have realized that we have something to offer, not only skiing down. It's very interesting to put myself in their level. People that want to start skiing, they want somebody gentle, okay? Let's take it easy.
Teaching skiing is so rewarding. That's why I like ski school. I like people. My job is to get them comfortable. It's a great motivation to keep going. The purpose is to get you to turn with your lower body and finish with your upper body facing down the hill. Skiing is not such a difficult sport when you get old because it's downhill. And old people are going downhill anyways. Gravity's doing all the work for you. All you have to do is manage the resistance, you know, how fast you want to go, how slow you want to go. Super. I find it hard to believe, but technically my skiing's still getting better. I've had people say to me, "Oh, you're too old to do that." Yeah, I'm not crazy. I don't go off big jumps and stuff like that, but I ski pretty fast. I've had stitches in my head from skis hitting me on the head. I've dislocated a shoulder. And I've had 2 tibial osteotomies because my knees were worn out from skiing. They cut your legs and they break them because I was bow-legged and they straightened my legs out. And then I've had 2 knee replacements. I had prostate cancer too, and I overcame that. I have a lot of back pain. I have arthritis, and I'm still functioning. I believe that the more active I stay, the less effect it's going to have on me.
We stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Welcome everyone to Forever Young 8K. Our wish is to stay in the go-go years as long as possible, or forever young. We have some real superstar seniors here with us today. We have Gwen McFarland, age 81, current world age group record holder. We have
I've been working with Gwen to get her back into a running shape.
See you later.
She really had a problem for a year, she could not run. And today she's running after a long time with an injury. And you can see here, it's just a great event, a lot of fun.
everyone to the start line now, please.
I did it. Okay, now I got to go sit down.
But they did this year. You played with them last year.
Yeah.
I played with them. Let's try. Next try. Pinching my toe and my forehead.
I'd say most of them take me as I am, more or less. They know I'm a little odd. So I just have a coffee with them, BS a little. And then, okay, it's time to carry on, and away I go. I got my own lifestyle, and I think for myself. If I'm hungry, I'll just open a can of soup and crackers with a little bit of butter and a glass of milk. And I don't know if that's healthy or not. And then someone says, oh, you don't eat a chocolate bar because it's too sweet or something like this. But I like a chocolate, so I eat it. And somehow I stay healthy. It doesn't matter where I turn, I got something to do. And I'll tie into it. And then I look, oh, I gotta do that. So I drop that and I go over there and I do that. I'm quite content being by myself. Being content is being happy, I would say.
Happiness is
Loving. You love somebody, truly, you're happy. You love your car, you're happy driving it. You love your food, you enjoy it. You love people, they give you pleasure. It's that loving feeling that brings you happiness. Nothing else does. I guess people think it's easy to be happy and love your life because you're in a good space. But that doesn't mean that I never had any controversy in my life. I was born in the middle of World War II in Hungary. My parents escaped the country and ended up coming to Canada. After a year, my parents sort of wandered off, and at 14, I was left in the care of my 18-year-old sister. The worst thing in my life is that my son was diagnosed with brain cancer at the age of 26, and he did pass at the age of 29. We all have problems, but we only have just one choice, is to understand and move on. Isn't everything in the past that's not pleasant to consider is an absolute waste of time? Now become aware again of just being in this moment in time, being absolutely still. And this time is always now, forever. And it gives you peace. You have the peacefulness, you have joyfulness. From this joy and peacefulness will come pure knowledge to say, if I'm unhappy, I'm creating it totally. The ego is something you create from day one, needing to be important and being right. When you let that go, it doesn't matter. And then you become peaceful. But you have to practice, feel it, pass it on. And you can only have fun if you don't think seriously. If people think everything's so serious, where's the fun?
Some people take their life too seriously, and they tell themselves that they're too old. Maybe they're just too lazy, I don't know. In the ski school, there are a few of us who are not exactly young kids anymore. And you go for après after and you have a beer, and the beer has like, so much more of an effect. You don't need to have 2 or 3.
Marcel is the real instigator of going to Merlin's. All day long, he's out there teaching, and then at the end of the day, he's in Merlin's making the moves. I really don't know where he gets all that energy from. He's amazing.
When you retire, it doesn't mean you have to give up and just watch TV. A lot of people like to read books, they like a more sedentary lifestyle. But my enjoyment is motion, and that's what Marcel likes to do too. He likes to keep active. Okay, let's go, Marcel.
All right.
Woohoo! If you want to have a little bit of a thrill in your life, if you want to have a little more fun, if you want to be a doer instead of a seer, find something interesting to do. Challenge yourself. Enjoy your life. It's only once. One life.
If you're going to get involved in fitness, get involved in a program that encompasses people of your age group. Everything has to start slowly, and the older you get, the slower you have to start. Make sure that the people who are teaching those programs understand the difference between fitness for a 20-year-old, 40-year-old, and a senior, how their body works and how they're going to react to these different exercises that you're asking them to do.
Okay, straight leg.
We are so lucky to live where we live. Any activity that you can think of, you can do here. And the recreation centers have so many, many programs.
If people are older and lonely, there's lots of things for old people. They have to talk to a friend, a neighbor, and say, what do you do? Where do you go? Where is the next community center? What's on a program? It has to be a habit, like brushing your teeth or certain things you do, and then you start enjoying it. There is no joy out in the world, only what you put there.
There's lots of people out there who will help you, and there's certainly lots of running groups that you can join. So if you want to get out there and do something, you can, but you have to want to, because no one can push you into doing anything.
Don't think about your body, think about what you're doing. Everybody's aging, so what? There will be a day when you won't have this anyway, so what do you want to save it for? Just do what's fun.
You don't have to give up because it's a little more difficult or you're not as good as you once were. You enjoy doing the best you can. Enjoy the slide. Enjoy the woo, you know? Enjoy the yoo-hoo.
The oxygen going through the brain creates like, wow, it's so beautiful out there. I feel so good.
My goal is to live the rest of my life relatively pain-free, hopefully involved with all of these crazy guys that I hang out with in the FitFellas. I feel it's a way that I can help them live a better life.
So many times people would say, oh, Gwen suffered a real bad injury, so that'll probably be it. She's 82 after all. And yet she has stayed fit, she works out, she has a passion for running. I should mention too that Gwen is a cancer survivor. This is something that I think the rest of the world should see.
My breast cancer made me very, very positive. Every day I wake up now, I'm thankful, because when you have something like that happen to you and you don't know if you're going to come out of it, you're just so glad to be alive. And just face whatever today is and forget it and start a new day tomorrow. I'm looking at 100, at least 100. And I want to run as much as I can until then. I know I will slow down, I know that, but I'm not going to stop.
How long? Another year, another year. It's 1 year at a time now. 1 day at a time. Life is 1 day at a time. I live today. Tomorrow, I know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to be splitting wood with Marcel. It's a lot of hard work, but it's good for me. I have a fireplace. It has a reward. I get free firewood. It's fun.
I can still get erections. And now I don't want to get tangled up with any women as far as getting serious, or just not quite in that mood.
See if I can raise, raise it like, oh, pardon me. Is that okay? Oh, stop it. Now you didn't think I'd do that, did you? Kick the equipment. Now this isn't working, mastermind. Stop the whole works. Oh, what an idiot. Well, I told you I was. Oh, this isn't work. Do you clip it together? No. Now he's laughing his head off. I kick his mic. Why doesn't it stay? You have to pull here. Not.